Oh, welcome to Blitz 8, and we open the second half of the high school football season with 9 unbeaten teams left standing in the state, but 2 of them squaring off in Wells tonight as the Warriors hosting Lisbon in a matchup of 4-0 teams. Pick up the action in this one. Second play from scrimmage. Wells pinned at their own 10, but they have a get-out-of-jail card, and his name is Tyler Bridge. He's in scoring position when he steps off the bus. 90-yard touchdown run, 6-0 Wells. Late in the first, Peyton McKay adds to the lead, getting to the corner. 12-0 Warriors on top. Early in the second, we pick up this play mid-play. It's Matt Tufts on his way to a 53-yard scamper. Warriors out to a 20-0 lead. They win at 39-18. They've won 21 straight. Lisbon's first loss. Wells at Spruce Mountain next week. 1-3 Cape Elizabeth hosting 2-2 York. Early in the third, Andrew Hartel connects to Ethan Convey for the 14-yard touchdown. Cape, they came out on fire trying to break that 3-game losing streak, up 27-0. York answers. Tegan Hines looking to fire up a comeback. Jake Nelson for the score, 27-7, York down. Wildcats then driving in the fourth, but Matt McLaughlin picks off the pass, and he is racing the other way, but you can take it off the board. Yes, flag on the play. Interception counts. They would turn this eventually into points as Zach Stewart runs it in. Cape ends a 3-game losing streak, emphatically 33-7. They're at Gardner next week, Morris at York. All right, in Biddeford, a rivalry's developed between the Tigers and their neighbors, the Rams of the South of Kennebunk. That, of course, since Biddeford moved to Class B a few years ago. They met tonight at Waterhouse Field. Kennebunk coming in unbeaten. They have plenty of offensive firepower. How about the defense? It's stingy. Carter Edgerton nowhere to go. Dante DiLorenzo stuffs it. Big first half for Rams junior Ryan Connors. 3 carries, 3 touchdowns for 2-4. 27-0 Kennebunk in the second quarter. Biddeford trying to put a comeback together, get something going late in the second quarter. Driving at midfield, but it's deflected to who else but Connors with the pick. He would take it down the sideline, but time would run out on this. They'd actually take a knee with a few seconds left in the half. In the third, a defensive breakdown for Biddeford leaves Zach Sullivan wide open. Trip Bush hits him. 48-13, Kennebunk with a win. Biddeford falling to 2-3. 3-1 Falmouth hosting 4-0 Marshwood. Hawks score on the opening possession of the game. Tommy Springer, the QB sneak. It's 6-0 Hawks. Next Marshwood possession, Justin Bryant. What a year he's having. Up the middle, 73 yards, taking it to the house. Hawks up 12-0. Some defensive linemen love. How about this? Adam Doyen batting the pass back. And then another lineman, Michael Cruz, coming up with a sack of the quarterback. Marshwood dominating at the line of scrimmage at this point. Early in the second, Springer finds Cullen Casey for the score. 45-0 Marshwood. They're 5-0. For those wins, they've scored over 40 points in. All right, Greeley and Westbrook. Rangers coming off a big win over Cape last week. Nick Mail on the QB keeper, and he's going to sneak it into the end zone, add the 2-point conversion, and, well, boys will be boys here. 22-0 Rangers. Rangers doing it on the ground. William Shoemaker, the power back, showing some shiftiness, too, into the Westbrook red zone. Then the sportscasting gods on my side this week. Brady Nolan had the game winner last week, and I called him Nolan Brady. But the sportscasting gods give me a chance to say his name again. Brady Nolan, the touchdown, 42-6, Greeley with the win. All right, Noble hosting Mount Ararat. Noble coming in at 3-1 on the year. Mid-third quarter, Matt Beerworth finds the corner. He goes 32 yards for the touchdown. Noble Knights up 35-6. Big night for the Knights D. Gage Humiston in the backfield with the sack. Then Tyreek Rose on the corner comes up with the pick. Noble looking to go 4-1, and they would do it tonight. Brandon Drake then finds Bryce Canton for another night touchdown. 42-14, Noble's 4-1. Hey, maybe a home playoff game. They have Marshwood next week. What a rivalry game matchup, 4-0 and 5-1 next week. Gorham hosting winless Messalonskee. Gorham's first possession, they run the sweep, and the Rollins band back to work. Tyler Rollins beats everyone to the edge, and he is going to go the distance. Long touchdown run. Gorham all over Messalonskee. 67-8. Gorham, big test next week as they face Kennebunk. In Class A, the big showdowns looming over the next few weeks for the top of the standings with Scarborough and TA next week, TA and Bonnie Eagle in Week 7, and Scarborough and Bonnie Eagle in Week 8. What would happen this week? Would everybody end up there undefeated still? TA took control at Wyndham early on. Anthony Bracamonte already with 2 punt returns for a touchdown this year. Does it again. Hesitates, and he is gone. His 9th touchdown of the season. Thornton in control. Then the defense making plays. Ian Patry blows up the play, beats the double team to stuff the run. On 3rd and long, Jackson Cochran jumps the route, and he's thinking 6. 29-0 TA. At this point, they're averaging 56 points a game. Defense, special teams, and then here the offense. Isaac Ofilu turns the corner for the touchdown. 52-0 TA. They host Scarborough next Saturday at 3. Deering and Bonnie Eagle, the Scots defense came to play. James Opio, nowhere to go. Nate Ferris in his face, shoving him out of bounds. The Scots defense tonight pitches the shutout. Bonnie Eagle with a win, 35-0. They're at Oxford Hills next week. All right, homecoming in Sanford. The Spartans hosting South Portland. First play from scrimmage. Caleb Saucier, the junior back, finds some room and shows us that breakaway speed. 70-yard touchdown. Sanford up 7-0. They get the ball back after a 3-and-out, and Saucier again into the end zone. 14-0 Spartans, just like that. They would score on 6 of their first 7 possessions. The D forces another 3-and-out, and this time it's Ethan Shane getting the carry. The junior with a 30-yard run that would take it down to the South Portland 2. He would finish the drive with a touchdown. 46-7 Sanford. 3 straight wins. They're at Massabesic next week. Portland hosting Edward Little. Eddie's trying to drive through the air to start the second, but Ben Stasium is there for the interception for the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs then would put a drive together, facing 4th and 1. Who are you going to give it to? Who else but Zach Elowich? What a year he's having. 15-yard touchdown run, 14-0 Portland at this point. Next drive, Elowich again, 14-yard touchdown run. He finished with 3 touchdowns. That's 10 on the year for the Bulldog back. Bulldogs defense dominant. Nathan Capongo with the sack. 42-8 Portland with a victory. All right, Lewiston looking for the win on the road. Tanner Cortez going back to pass. He throws it up, and he's got the, no, actually he's going to keep it. Touchdown there, and then Cortez to Lucas Nicholas for the score. 35-0 Lewiston, their first win of the year. Class E showdown, 3-1 Freeport hosting 4-0 Dirigo. Opening kickoff, Adam Ulrichson's going to get it, and he's going to go the distance. See ya. Touchdown just like that. Freeport 34-14 over Dirigo. They are 4-1. Brewer visiting Coney tonight. You know, if you follow the NFL, you see what Patrick Mahomes is doing. How about what Riley Geyer is doing? The shovel pass to Ashton Cunningham, and he's got the convoy going 70 yards. Geyer had 387 and 5 touchdowns last week. He matched it tonight. 15 for 19, 370, 5 touchdowns. This one finds Reed Hopkins, 47-0 Coney. Coney moving to 4-1 on the year. That's Blitz 8.